What up, guys? JP back at you once again, bringing you guys day number 11 in my 13th annual 31 Days of Horror, a series in which we watch and review 31 horror films in 31 days, all during the month of October, leading right up to Halloween. And continuing along with day number 11, we have Skinned Deep from the year 2004. This is a film that I have seen before, and I thought it was really, really bad, so I'm actually a little surprised at myself that I picked it up on a premium edition, but I really wanted to, it's such a ridiculous movie that I did think that I would eventually want to see it again. It is directed by Gabe Bartalos, who I believe was a special effects artist, who worked on, like, Henenlotter's Brain Damage and Frankenhooker. I think he worked on the Leprechaun movies, and also he directed this film here called Saint Bernard, which is a very weird one I reviewed a few years ago, also by Severin Films. This title is also by Severin Films, and it is a weird one. So, basically, 2003, 2004, it says 2003 on the back here, but I think it's listed as 2004. But this film is such a weird movie. So it is a film that came out in the early 2000s, but it feels like it was made like 10 years before that. Like, I would probably say like 1995, 1996. Like, it feels like it's from that era. So I don't know. I didn't read into the special features or anything like that. But I wonder if it was a film that took a really long time to make. Because it does not feel like the 2000s to me. But anyway, it follows this family who is on a road trip, and they get a flat tire due to a spike strip or something. And they stop by this diner where this old lady. They ask for help with their car. They're kind of in the middle of nowhere. It's a father, mother, and their two children, a girl and a boy. And the old lady at the diner invites them over to their house because her son fixes vehicles and can help them out. When they get there, it's a very weird house, like straight out of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And they're at the dinner table, and we're introduced to the family. There is Granny, the old woman. There is the Surgeon General, who is this guy on the front, who has like this metal mouth thingy. There is Plates, who is played by Warwick Davis, who his gimmick is he throws plates at people, which Warwick Davis, God bless him for doing this man a solid and joining the production of this movie. I mean, Warwick Davis, like, although he did some, I guess you consider, like, B-movie Leprechaun films and stuff like that, he also is very established. He's done Star Wars and Harry Potter and stuff, so he's very, very, very big, big little person actor. But he's in this film, and he's kind of funny. And then there is another character named Brain, who is actually on the back cover here. This guy, he has a giant brain head thing. And essentially, all of a sudden, Surgeon General guy starts killing the family, and the two kids escape. They run away. They're eventually captured. They kill the brother. The daughter is asked to be kept by Brain to Granny, and she obliges, so they trap her in this room filled with, the walls are filled with newspaper, which is actually pretty cool looking. And then it's kind of like a chainsaw, like, backwoodsy type, Mother's Day-y type film that, you know, is a bunch of weird. It's very Texas Chainsaw. Think of like House of a Thousand Corpses, like that type of movie. But not really good. It also almost feels like a Full Moon film at times, like maybe like Head of the Family or something like that. It reminded me of. But it's basically like a little slasher film, but it's just very ridiculous, kind of bad. The characters are kind of cool, but the story is it's just like a very messy movie. Like, characters do dumb things. Like the character of like the main lead girl, like, she escapes at one point, and then she's like wandering through like these tunnels like yelling for help, and it's like, dude, you're still in their house, like you might want to be quiet. It's ridiculous. There is some like decent effects though. Like I do like the brain head. Surgeon General, although stupid, he does look cool. Plates is such a ridiculous character. That he's like an archer with like a bow and arrow where they have the clutch of arrows in the back where they pull them out and shoot them. But he does that with plates, and it's like it's really silly, but kind of charming at the same time. Honestly, this movie feels like it's 1,000,000 hours long. It's 98 minutes, which is, first of all, eight extra minutes. Come on, dude, you couldn't get it under 90. But it should have been like 75, 80 minutes tops, and I probably would have enjoyed it a little bit more. The one thing that I do really like about this film is the set design, like the newspaper room, the tunnels. It reminds me of Texas Chainsaw 2. It's just like the set design, even like the end scene where you run into another character that we're introduced to, really cool. I think that the set design is the best thing about this movie, but it's just not a good movie. Like even like a so bad it's good, it's just not that entertaining to me. So it's I wish it was like so bad it's good. I could see people feeling that way about this movie, but not me. I still think it's just bad and not that entertaining. But it does feel like sort of like do it yourself, but with a little bit more of a budget. Like I think that they probably didn't have a lot of money, but what money they used, they put on screen pretty nicely with the set design and some effects and stuff like that. But it's just I don't know. It's like you almost want to like it because it does have like crazy weird characters and stuff like that, but it's just not. It's too long. The pacing's bad. It just doesn't work for me. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and give this... This is a film that is in the 22 Shots Hall of Pain as well. I don't know what I rated it back then, but I'm going to give it a 3.5 out of 10. Not a good movie. The Blu-ray looks a lot better than the transfer that I seen back in the day, which was probably like a DVD transfer. But yeah, so that is Skinned Deep. With that said, I'll see you guys tomorrow with another review. Peace.